10 AR-15s pointed in my face. A guy in the bushes at the window. If it wasn't for me sitting there holding that teddy bear.
Real life. If that ain't real life,
it ain't real life. Just say real life street stars. You know what time it is.
Now I know a lot of people think I live here, but really I don't. And I don't spend as much time on this couch as a lot of people think I do. But what I can tell you that I do is I like, I comment, I share. I'm a member. I got a membership. I pay for a membership. And I'm going to tell you something right now. Y'all better get in there. Because it's, hey. Y'all don't want to miss it. I'm telling you. And my manager, yeah, subscribe. 1 million! Wait a minute. Why we beefing with each other? We're supposed to be hating Jag.
Horrible. What's going on? As a matter of fact,
wait a minute. I think this.
You know she saved the cat today. Shut that out of here. That
listen to me.
There's no Jaguar.
Anything. Listen to me. You could say, do you know the Jaguar breathed oxygen? That bitch is a liar. She don't breathe air. She breathes cat. She don't.
Why you come here lying?
I mean, listen to me. They done had me on drugs that I never sold.
No, so the crazy part is like all these people were in your corner at one time.
Some of them.
So it's about to say some of them.
But you have to understand this. See, we've broken down the troll farm. And now, thanks to my best birthday gift ever, Odell, my investigation team has just gotten so much better. This is a whole troll farm. Listen to me. The object is to turn my life into the Truman Show, and they become the writers.
It's crazy when I see
No, they teach that in the YouTube class on how to slander me. They have a class where they teach people how to slander me, how to defame me, like a class.
Are there words that could draw you out? Like, are there certain words that can draw you out? Like, I was watching.
My name.
My name.
My name.
My name is enough. Right. Say my name. Say that. I come out like Candyman, boy.
Yeah.
Say it 3 times, I'm gonna pop out.
I'm a troll.
You're right. You troll with the trolls.
And they all say that I'm the one that's the head of the troll farm because I'm a better troll than they are. But see, they get mad at me because I don't troll like everybody else troll. I show up as me. And I troll as me. I want everybody to know that I'm in here. Chat up.
Wait, so are there how many fake Jaguar Wrights, Jaganators? How many?
By the end of 2022, there were 65 fake Jaguars. The last time I checked, after I got home from jail and I started posting again, it was 150 fake Jags. I've literally been backstage on StreamYards at other content creators, and because I didn't cam up, they wouldn't let me up because there were 3 or 4 other fake Jags back there with me, and they didn't know which one was me.
Right.
Imagine that. You look backstage, your StreamYard, and there's 5 Jaguar Wright.
It's crazy. I know your voice so well now.
Where were those mother when I was moving, G?
Right, yeah, right.
Yo, I could have been moved in 20 minutes. If I could have got the fake Jags to come and do something other than troll.
Yeah, someone tried to come up on somebody's stream and try to be the fake Jag, and the first thing they did was like, they said, "Oh no, Jaguar don't start off cussing like that. She starts off sweet." I said, oh, she starts off sweet.
That's how much they study me.
That's crazy.
They be copying everything. Wait a minute, but when I hear those excited utterances of when they jocking the shit, and you know you a Diddy do
So they take the lingo, they take the slang.
Yo, they run with everything. And then they want to make themselves special. There's something interesting about the mindset of a professional troll. Because you're pretending to not be yourself, but you're boisterous in your fake self, but you're very adamant that no one's ever gonna find out who you are, no one's ever gonna see you, so I'm gonna keep playing in your faces. You know what I mean? That takes a lot of time and a lot of work. And just the simple fact that the record for live, a negative live on me, 19 hours.
Oh, wow. A whole day?
19 hours. It was a 19-hour live, 19 hours and like 5 or 6 minutes and some odd seconds.
No bathroom breaks.
19 hours.
My God.
They kept that stream going. Danny Robertson has had a channel called Woo Child the Ghetto where she's literally has a video. It's still posted now. It's been running for almost 9 weeks of nothing but clips of me from all of my channels that were terminated that had evidence of malice and gang stalking. You know what I mean? Like literally 24 hours a day. She has this thing. It's been running for almost 9 weeks.
So, yeah, can I ask
Like she was literally begging her subscribers to Cash App her to pay to keep the page going because no one's there and it's not making any money and it's 24 hours.
Shit, that's good.
Who has a 24-hour negative campaign running on a social media engine? 24 hours a day. They work in shifts. I got screenshots where they refer to each other as coworkers.
Wow. So
Competing content creators.
On the other side of things, can you understand probably, for your average troller who lives, let's say, in their mama's basement in Idaho, getting
with peanut butter and asking their dog to do strange things?
All that. And they're getting...
Hi, Adrian.
And they're getting a reaction out of talking about you, don't you? There's probably a high in that, like, ooh, I'm getting noticed.
The dopamine.
Yeah.
It's weird when you see some of them literally think that they have a right to your name.
Man.
Like they literally fight over who deserves to stream Jag content.
Damn.
That's why they hate RealLyfe so much. Like, especially Michael Braggs. Michael Braggs is very upset because he's been waiting for his 1 million view video. He finally crossed 25,000 subscribers, finally. 12 years. Amazing. Look at what you've done. Amazing. 2 more years, you might make it to 100.
Is he one that was once a partner of yours?
Yeah, he was the one that was running around calling himself my best friend. He was actually about to get T-shirts made up while I was in jail that said, I'm Jaguar Wright's best friend.
Oh, okay. Then it went left.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, he started stealing too much. Like, I don't mind if you get a taste, but not the whole damn smorgasbord boy. You're running your quota. You got Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Trendo, Spendo, Bingo, Bean. Like, you got currency. And he says, it sounds like he's at an auction. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hit the like. Here we go. Come on, we're on the Cash App. We got the Venmo. We got
Jeez.
I'll take 2. Shut the up. Like, Burger King. I'm talking about Burger King,
It's crazy because I didn't know what doxing meant.
Oh, yeah.
Until Jaguar Wright entered our world.
Yeah.
I had to this is a thing. And mind you, I knew what the action was, but to see it happen so prevalent, I'm like, wow, it's
a weapon.
It's a weapon.
It's a weapon.
I could see a troller feeling like you're...
Like the way I doxed Wallow, that was genius.
Hey, you got him.
I did it bingo style.
You got him.
Guess which numbers make Wallow's phone number? 2? That's the first one. Who's got another number? 6, yeah, come on. Who's got phone number.
That is genius, though. To where all you say at the end is bingo. You say at the end is bingo. You got it.
Yeah.
That is genius.
Oh, it was fabulous.
So do you
So, you and T-Mobile.
like?
What?
So you haven't.
Ran for that store that day. I bet he was there before closing too, because I did it right before the closing time to make sure he had to run to the store to change his phone number.
Yeah, shout out.
Sorry.
Yeah, shout out.
Shout out to
Yeah, shout out. All,
new phone numbers.
all of those
Shout out to new phone
all the
numbers.
Philly cats. All the Philly cats. With that being said, how many times would you say you were doxxed?
I've been doxxed about 10 times.
Man.
Yeah. That's why I keep so many phones, and that's why I keep so many burner phones.
Yeah.
Because there's only certain phones that I'll allow certain calls on. I got a different text now for this. I got a phone in a different time zone. You know what I mean? I got to do a little bit more. So now when they dox numbers, I just take it and recycle it and pull up the next number. Like I was doing the same thing with my YouTube channels. I knew they were going to keep taking my channels down, and every time they would take down one, I would put up 3.
Hey, get ahead of the curve. Get ahead of the curve.
They take down 3, I put up 5. It got to the point where they were like, "It's a she turn. Why you she keep coming back?"
Why? Like a roach, you can't kill it. You just keep surviving.
Because why not? Because who the f- are you to dictate who gets on this app and who doesn't?
Damn.
Why are there different rules for me than other CCs? Why can't I go in and strike for my YouTube videos, but anybody else can? Why are my videos unstrikable if you work within a certain sector? Why are there now more law enforcement agencies popping through all of the, troll farms chats on a regular basis, waiting for me to show up so they can lightweight interrogate me? Hi, Electro G.
Yeah.
Hi, Mike. Officer Mike.
Well, you are kind of like the truth incarnate, like the walking truth. It seems. I don't think you're supposed to be so freely walking around. How people
No, I'm supposed to be miserable. I'm supposed to be afraid. I'm supposed to be paranoid. I'm supposed to be in panic. I'm supposed to be destitute. I'm supposed to be the picture of this is what you do not want your life to look like. And the reason why they want me to look like that is because they want to say, this is what happens to you when you tell the truth. Your life falls apart. You'll have no friends. You tell the truth if you want to. Everyone will run from you. I'm not supposed to be in love. Odell's not supposed to have stuck around. He was supposed to leave me in jail like they paid my second husband to do.
Man.
I'm glad you took a little tour through troll hell. Because what you experienced in 2 days is what I've been going through for almost 4 years, nonstop. Even when I was gone, there were people impersonating me to keep it going. Like they still got fake Jags in the chat so that they can pretend they're arguing with me for content.
Wow. I'm gonna argue with the fake one to say what's the
So
real one.
I come and show up and then they say, oh, that's the fake Jag. Get rid of the fake Jag and it's me. So they can keep arguing with the fake one.
Wow.
I want to ask you a question. Does that sound like the actions of a sane person to invent and impersonate someone that you don't know and then stage an argument with that person so you can make a content for the rest of the week? Jaguar Wright showed up to my show today and she threatened to have sex with my dog. She said... And they type in the most outrageous things using my avatar.
R.I.P. Plutter. Let me ask you, because do you fight?
Plutter,
That's a mother.
I got a phone call. Someone reached out to me about what I had to say. Yeah. I didn't.
Was a phone call? Someone you cared about called you. Someone that mattered.
There was a person that was attached to the story. I'm not going to say that person's name. What I will say is that person happens to be the father of a certain young man. And I love him. I do. I'm always going to love that guy. But what I'm going to say is this. I know you don't like being attached to the story because it's embarrassing. Someone who you were involved with, who you still up until this point had friendship with, and someone who you were in a relationship with and had a child with. And it's unfair to be caught in the middle. It really is. It's terrible. You know, you just want to be left alone. You know, the relationship is over, the child's almost grown, and you want to have your life. And I get that. So then, how about you do me a favor and you tell your baby mom to keep my name out her mouth. You can tell your baby mom to stop lying on me so I don't have to tell the truth about her. You could actually, for once, have something to say to that miserable who convinced Monique to fire you from that job you worked so hard for that you very much so deserved. How about you have something to say to that fat? The one that's been dragging is in and in front of your son for years. How many men had to listen to that young man hear his mother call them daddy and know it wasn't you? I want to know. Because I know 3 others that played Manny to your son. Please don't call me about that ever again. And say something to her. Because it's people like you that I love that are still part of the problem. Because all of y'all niggas know the same that I know. And you've had your own slings and arrows and taking that shit, but you just kept taking it on the chin because you wanted to keep getting picked to be the musical director for this job, for the musical director for the BET Awards, the musical director for the... I get it. You want to keep your job. I wanted to keep my job too. I just wasn't willing to do the shit that other motherfuckers was willing to do. And yeah, I done it. And then I changed my mind. No disrespect. But I didn't ask you to me, you chose to. I didn't ask you to betray me either. You chose to. That makes you a part of my story, see? At your choice. If you ain't want to be a part of my story, maybe you shouldn't have worked so hard to be a part of my story. Now, where were we?
So, yeah. Ditto. With that being said, with having a troll far at you, do you fight that with trolls of your own? Or how do you combat that?
Well, I got the Mod Squad.
Shout out to Mod Squad. Let's do that first and foremost.
And we're righteous trolls.
Okay, all right.
We got a purpose. We want to get to the bottom.
Okay.
We want to get to the bottom of why all of this madness is allowed to happen in an app where they have community guidelines that are constantly broken every day.
Yeah.
Like constantly broken. And then you got liars like Latasha Transarena Kibi who decide to try to have a career in comedy and go to my hometown and think that she gonna diss me and ain't nobody gonna say nothing about it. That was a mistake. But she did have a few of the YouTube trolls stashed in the audience, and she had them there to scream, Jaguar. And then started yelling from the back, y'all, we love Jag. And she got booed while she started talking about me on her so-called comedy site.
Damn.
Sorry, reality isn't YouTube. You're actually gonna have to earn accolades in the real art world. You know, there's no construct in comedy where they just make the audience laugh at you.
Not
You
yet.
know, they do that on sitcoms, but comedy shows, no, you actually gotta make them laugh at something other than your personal life, your marriage, or your shoes. Because the truth is, the best joke you have is your life. You should use that material.
Oh man! All right, that's just Tasha. Okay. All right, Jag, you're here in Dallas.
Yes.
We wanted to give a status update on for your fans as far as what's going on because a lot of people. Let's touch this in layers real quick because a lot of people thought that what happened with the arrest was fraudulent. It did not happen. You were just doing it for clout.
No, that was the troll farm to create disinformation so people would stop looking closer into that very phony arrest because they are complicit in staging it. They do this all the time. Something terrible happens to me. They said the same thing about me being swatted in DeSoto at my godmom's house. It'll be a year since I got swatted.
Yeah.
You know, 10 AR-15s pointed in my face. A guy in the bushes at the window. If it wasn't for me sitting there holding that teddy bear. Because of YouTubers. Spoofing numbers, lying. Saying that I was live on camera with my cousin duct taped to a chair with a pow-pow to her head. And that I was threatening to unalive her. Danny Robertson, Michael Braggs, Adrian Deontay Lewis, King World 2020, Kulu, AKA Devon, the guy who said that he called the police and claimed a $2,500 reward that turned out to only be $100. This is crackhead shit. It was crackhead at $2,500. Like, at the end of the day, okay, you turn me in, you brag about it, you get $2,500. What about tomorrow? What about the day after tomorrow? What if I got fans out there that are kind of disgusted about the whole thing? He said he was getting death threats. He said they kept calling him a snitch and was threatening to harm him and his midnight colored wife. And that Cocoa Crispy Milk baby. You know that they live in that Buick.
Oh, man.
You know, he wanted to be in the Nature Boy camp.
Nah, okay.
The boy, the Kulu. He's the one that hates Solar. He's the one that started the rumor saying that me and Solar had an intimate relationship. Because he was jealous that I took Solar and Shaka under my wing. He wanted to be a part of them. He wanted to be in there, but he ain't get accepted. He got rejected. Can you imagine?
That's hard. Yeah.
Who the fuck gets rejected from Nature Boy? He takes everybody, G.
The cult says no.
Like, that's like the devil saying, no, not that one.
The devil swipe left. Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, but that's how this boy became, you know, obsessed with hunting down because they rejected him. So he started stalking them. And in the interest of the public. Yeah, but you wanted to eat the seminal fluid you wanted to take the sacramite. You wanted to be down. You wanted to. Yeah.
So.
And guess what? He even lied about that. He even lied about turning me in. He lied about everything, you know? And I asked King World 2020 the other day, you want to call me a liar and you want to sit up here and defend people that you've never met. And you've also never met me. Let's talk about people that you have met. How about we talk about people you actually know? Why did Devon lie? Why did Kulu lie? I don't know why he lied. I don't even care. I don't know why he did it. But this is your most trusted ally. Y'all like got yourselves as like the neighborhood watch for YouTube. And he's a liar. What do you have to say about that? We don't give a f. I don't know why he lied. I don't even know him like that. I know him from online. Like, shit gets real.
Oh, man.
When you just start asking relevant questions, these are all strangers collaborating with each other to torture another human being because someone paid them to.
Obviously. He might be the owner of Google, I guess. I don't know.
No, I tell you what I do know. Leor Cohen is the head of the music division
Yes, he is.
for YouTube.
Yes, he is.
Leor don't like me so much.
So we're gonna allow that to. Let's let that fester.
Why not? Why not? Clearly the company is moralist. They allow Tasha K to still operate. You can't make that make sense. A $4 million debt that she can't pay, and she's not even taking the money that she's making from YouTube to pay that debt. She's spending it, spreading it around in cash apps and super chats to blog us to do negative disinformation on me so she can pretend that she don't talk about me. No, because you've hired 50 people to do it for you, you lazy bitch. Do your own dirty work. Or are you just looking for another assistant to, mistreat and make an accomplice of felonies? That you exile off who don't want to talk because she's so embarrassed by how bad you done to her, Chelsea. Chelsea, you should come forward. I'd actually be willing to help you, Chelsea. You got that baby coming by that deadbeat old guy with the AARP that Tasha hooked you up with. You could use a friend. You got enough enemies.
Imagery.
How's Von Ray doing? Bet you wishing you treated Von Ray different. But then again, he turned into Swiss cheese after dating her, so who knows? He lived, though. He lived. Just like on the door. He arrived. He arrived. He's strong. He arrived.
So,
oh, my God.
Jack, do you mind if we ask for, we don't want to go too deep on the case itself. Again, it was all crazy that happened, but you did come to Dallas. You did, I'm assuming, see some people.
I went to court.
You went to court.
Yeah, with my lawyer who they doxxed.
Doxxed the lawyer too?
Yeah.
No, it's...
Burger King.
Well, all right.
Yeah, Mexico Mike doxed the lawyer. He got a lot of phone calls. He's got some follows, some marriage proposals. They liked his resume.
Oh, there you go.
The trolls liked his resume.
Oh,
yeah.
how did it go? Because as we spoke, what be your expectation walking in the court, to discuss this situation? And
I expect to walk out.
There you go, and boom goes the dynamite.
And that's what I do. That's what I've been doing. I told him last year when I walked out, all charges dismissed. It's gonna be that.
Is God telling you this? Because I just feel like you work, you just know.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So like you already know when you go in there. Like I'm coming out.
Yeah. He determines. I decided, I don't know, the name of that production company still is just irking me. Because I really do walk by faith. I devoted my life to walking by faith. I don't worry about what human beings are saying or doing because I know what God said. And the closer that I walk to that, to those words and live by that motto, I don't worry about nothing. Like when I say Jag don't give no fucks, I mean literally because I don't worry about nothing. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. It was already written, so ain't nothing I can do to change it. The only thing that I can do is stay out of its way, accept it, or maybe bend it. You can't change the future, but you can bend circumstances. Yeah. And I'm an airbender
Yeah.
I dance on that line because I know the power of the tongue. And I know if I believe it and I say it, it will be ashe. See, I believe things a little differently than most people do. That's why I'm so confusing. I get it. I wouldn't believe me if I was them either. They sleeped in a month, woke. Understand me. I'm conscious, you're not. And that. We were in the airport and we're on the moving walkway. And I said, count how many people got phones out. I just do that. 85% of the people that were around look like zombies. And the people that weren't looking down were just,
On my phone.
I don't know what to do without my phone. You could tell their phones died on the plane. You know what I mean? Like,
Shit is depressing.
you can tell when they turn that home on the last 2 text messages, 2%.
Right. Worst feeling.
You know, ain't nothing worse than watching grown people wandering around looking for an outlet. like they like them. Ah! What happened? I didn't get a chance to post.
Man, that made me think of something funny. I watched the guy, he took a sticker of an outlet and put it on the wall. Ooh. And I'm talking about within 30 minutes, people sitting down next to it trying to
get it in.
My life depends on it.
They need the juice.
I'm telling you.
You know?
So hold on. So let me ask you, because the world's about to get introduced to Ange.
Yeah.
And
I'm excited about that.
Yeah, it's a very exciting times. He was with you today.
Yeah.
In court. How was his demeanor throughout?
Oh, he was great until he almost got pinched, you know.
What happens with that?
He got busted for espionage, but they let him go with But they loved his T-shirt.
Oh,
you know, so they liked the T-shirt, but they wanted to lock him up anyway. Why would the text? You know, don't mess with text.
There you go.
But no, we had a good time, and it was great because him and my lawyer got to really meet and get to know each other. So the two of them went to the courtroom, and I wasn't doing nothing.
All right, so it's safe to say that you're not worried too much about that situation, but you are worried in the sense that it was wrong in the first place.
Well, this is the thing. Look at all that's been allowed to happen in my life without law enforcement becoming a little bit more aggressive with investigating this. It shouldn't have taken us doing IC3 report after IC3 report after IC3 report to finally get the FBI, which, by the way, didn't show up to YouTube with the subpoena to let agents operate so that they could find the criminal organizations. That didn't happen until about 2 days before Diddy's house got raided. Isn't that interesting?
Timeline.
2 days before Diddy's house got raided, the feds went in. They went in to YouTube. YouTube is under investigation. Why don't nobody talk about that?
I didn't even know that.
For cyber terrorism.
Shit.
Yeah. And I bumped into a few of the agents in the chats. This is real. You got criminals operating on this app. And when I started doing more research, I started realizing it was happening to a lot of other content creators that have small platforms that don't have my algorithm. And a few of them have been swatted, and a couple people have lost their life. And nobody even knew about it. Swept it right under the rug. So if this is happening to me with as big a profile as I have on social media, and they're getting away with it, imagine how many other small people that they want to run off the app, or they want to do this, or they want to take their audience, or they want to push them out of the algorithm. They had a 50-some-odd-year-old woman doxxed and then swatted. There's another gentleman who they were mocking him for having HIV, and they were looking up his criminal records. He was apparently he was having a threesome with a YouTube couple.
Yeah.
Sherelle's World and Perry. And they didn't know he had the house in Virginia. And that got a little sticky.
Not in Virginia.
And then the next thing you know, Michael Stovall got swatted.
Well, you're
Like
using,
YouTube is
you're using real names. I don't know these folks. But
YouTube is sinister, G.
those who know. Those who know. Shit.
This red devil app, I'm telling you, you better watch out in the devil backyard, Lord.
All right, Jack. Well, let's get to it then, man. We got to get your thoughts on it, man. We love your conversation, and when you look at things going on, and we got to get your take on it. You were a big advocate for 50 years of hip hop. You were you were advocating, of course, and personal shit happened, but you were really big on like using your show to promote it and just having do everything for it. Now, Antonio Brown just mentioned that Jay-Z. You go out here and perform in front of Tom Brady's people, all these, the other color.
Yeah.
And you do nothing for the whole year that we celebrated Hip Hop 50. No performances, no nothing of the
But why would he do that? He wants to still pretend he's a genius, and he's tired about people clowning him with the teleprompter with all the lyrics on the floor.
Oh.
And he doesn't have any new raps. What would be the reason for him to do anything? The only thing him performing and doing anything like that would do was draw more attention to the fact that where his name was on that list was totally fraudulent.
Yeah.
If you're a thief and you didn't get caught with your hand in the cookie jar, the worst thing you do is come back and show people how the crime happened so they know it was you that did the stealing. Like,
don't go back to the scene of the crime.
Nah. He robbed all the fucking hip hop. Why would he show up?
Do you have a problem with his name being etched?
Remember what he said in his acceptance speech?
Yeah.
For the Dr. Dre, I beat my humanitarian award. Like, I had no idea that was the Dr. Dre that they was talking about. I thought it was somebody else. Like, hell of a humanitarian. He's got booty hole issues, you know what I'm saying? Like, where's the humanitarianism? I mean, or is that code for like, I took a lot of to get this statue award? Like, I don't know.
Damn.
Where's the humanity? Why does he get an award? He beats up women. He shorts his baby moms on child support with $1 billion. Where's the humanitarianism? I'm trying to...
You bring it up. But I guess we can't forget.
I'm trying to figure out where the humanitarian part comes in with Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
I mean, that would have been more appropriate for Dr. Dre, like Dr. Dre and Ed Lover. From Yo MTV Raps. Yeah. That would have been more appropriate for there to be an award, because he actually did something for hip hop.
Yeah.
I don't.
So let me ask: if Jay-Z's name and Dr. Dre's name ends up on the top 3 of hip hop, would you have a problem with that? Like,
yeah, it's a lie.
It'll be a lie.
It's a lie.
Yeah.
Top 3 in hip hop is a tough argument, but it would all come down to 5 names. Sure. KRS-One, Big L, Notorious B.I.G., Tupac. And honestly, Proof.
Ooh.
If it were real, if he got credit for every lyric he wrote for Marshall Mathers, also known as Eminem, because the rap record that Eminem has solely belongs to Proof, who wrote it and taught Marshall how to perform it.
So on the flip side of that,
can you imagine being one of the dopest black rappers ever, and you invented the hottest white boy rapper and sold it. Like, imagine that. He was able to pull that off.
Hey, for a check.
He invented Slim Shady. Proof invented Slim Shady. And Marshall never gave him credit. You know, did you listen to the new music?
Yeah, I heard a little bit of it. I was like, oh God, this is a reach.
It sounds like what Teletubbies would sound like if they used words.
Oh wow. Damn. Nothing.
You know the Teletubbies? That's what it sounds like to me, but with words.
Yeah, no, it's
trash.
It's trash. It's so funny because it's like,
where's proof?
I sent it to people who was like, Eminem is like one of the greatest. Then I sent him that. If he was the greatest, then this could never be produced. This would never come out of the greatest. Like, no, this is where you basically when you start doing like that, you put it down.
One of the biggest hoax of all time was taking a white boy who liked hip hop and giving him a black rapper to infuse himself into so nobody would know where it actually came from. It was brilliant. And guess what? When it came time for Marshall to pay up, because the thing was, Proof was going to make him the superstar rapper of all time. And he was going to give him 8 Mile. He was going to give Proof the label so that he could continue to produce D12 and all the other talent that was supposed to be coming. So Obi could have got a fair chance.
Yeah, Obi Trice, real name, no gimmicks. Damn, yeah, I hear you.
And then Proof dies, and then Obi gets shot in the head, and I'm on the phone with him while they're putting him in the ambulance.
Oh, wow. Damn.
Marshall had all of Proof's books. He ran out of rhymes. And now we got the real Eminem.
Damn. Houdini. Magic trick.
So had Benzino been telling
Eminem.
So had Benzino been telling the truth the whole time?
Of course. But don't nobody want to believe him because he Diddy do our bop. Like,
do what?
Yeah. Yeah.
I seen some stuff in the news, and it's about the Army, right? And all these kids are there's a bill being passed where from 18 to 26 can be drafted now. What are your thoughts on that?
Have as much fun with your families while you can.
Wait, you think it's going to be serious? Like there might be a draft? You feel like they might implement it?
If they're putting it in, it's because they already know they're going to need it. You want to know what's funny? We hear they're implementing a draft, and we be like, oh. But in other countries around the world, you don't have a choice. Right. Everyone has to go into the army. Everyone has to learn how to defend their country. Israelis? Shit. The Russians? You saw what happened when everything broke off between, Ukraine and Russia? Mm-hmm. Everyone's trained to defend their home. We're not. Yeah, man. Start hunting and camping and go out, get your bear spray. And Donald Trump, they making fart jokes about him, saying that he shit himself. Like, this ain't going down well. Ivanka done quit. She don't want to be his everything anymore. It's going bad. And the price of food keeps going up.
Man.
It's going to be ETR in a minute.
Let me tell you something. Black people better get it together.
So
we need to get it together.
I hear that because I hear you say that, and I watched the video today, it was probably maybe 40 black people. They just run up in the jewelry store. I mean,
Smash and grab.
I'm talking about, and they had somebody that hold the door while people just run in. And I'm like, and this happening in California, and it's like,
Yeah.
it's getting to the point to where.
You want to know what I saw on the news in California? Me and my dad were, winding down for the day, and there was a homeless guy on the side of the road. They caught him on camera. And the boulders that it came down, he was just picking loose pieces up and throwing it in the traffic. Wait a minute. When he got that dude on the motorcycle, he threw that joint and hit that wheel, and that bike went, and he was, wait a minute, dude went like the animal camera, he went like this. Picked up another rock, started throwing more rocks. Like he was like, look, I guess I ain't gonna make it to the movies ever. I'm gonna make me an extra film right now. Homeless boy just like popping cards. Even on the way here, at the airport, there was an attendant that we were talking to. And I noticed that he noticed that. We're just like, she's not okay. Apparently, somebody that was at the ticket counter just cut themselves and started just throwing blood, dripping blood all over the place. At a ticket counter, at an airline. You just decided, I can't afford to go to Taiwan. Like, who does that? We got a lot of that going on in the world. A lot.
Another law we just is about to get passed is if you are a child molester, a child rapist of any kind in Tennessee, you just get put to death.
That's even worse.
Okay.
That's even worse.
You just dead.
Can I say something? What are the taxes looking like in Tennessee?
A lot of land out there.
I mean, if the law ain't gonna clean up the trash, the question is how bad does it gotta be for them to make that law?
Right.
Like, what society should have to say, this shit is so out of hand. Look, anybody else do it again, all you if I see you going little Johnny Rue one more time, that has to be a common problem in that state for them to need to go that far. So it's like, I believe in high noon. No, seriously, I think people have just taken for granted civil liberties and freedom too much, because there are places around the world where you get your just desserts right away. You don't get 4 years to kick it and party while you waiting for the verdict to come in. No, nigga, you were in jail that whole time and you ain't gonna eating dirt. Like, we're soft and we're spazzing out. And we need to start looking at medication. We need to start looking at the pharmaceutical industry. We need to start looking at our food. Why is our food costing so high and yet ain't no nourishment in it? Why? You bought bananas, babe, and you said they didn't even taste like bananas.
What does it taste like?
Nothing. That's what he said. It tastes like nothing.
No. So, and I didn't do a bunch of research on this, but the gnats have been extra this year. And you know, I have a fruit bowl. My mama always
Them niggas got hood on you, didn't they? They probably stood you down about that bowl. Like, up here, cuz!
Come over here if you want to.
Georgia peach, yeah.
But the dude I called straight, he said, yeah, they're coming from the fruit. I said, they're coming from the fruit. It's like, yeah, they're
Crawling out.
right. I'm like,
Now that's even scarier.
right.
They wasn't trying to get in, they was trying to get out.
Shit.
Bionic fruit. Bust through Pope. Like, what kind of shit is going on? Like, this shit is crazy. Food ain't food.
Unexplainable.
But you know, about 20 years ago, the FDA said that it was okay for them to start using animal hormones in vegetables so that it would keep them, less agitated and they wouldn't get fucked up while it was being shipped. So even if you were a vegetarian, if they were using pig hormones, you know what I'm saying? Like you straight eating a ham salad. You know what I'm saying? That's hog mog. That's a hog mog salad right there.
Shit.
What is up with all? We're number one. They doing all of this science shit, playing Dr. Frankenstein with the food, but they can't cure cancer. Like, I'm just saying, somebody is spending a lot of time making all this wild that they got going on. Yeah.
Yes, it's too lucrative to.
Have you seen the fake fish?
No, it was a tilapia. What are you talking about?
Y'all seen the fake fish?
Oh yeah, that they put the Chinese created it to put like a camera and a bomb or whatever for it. They got a remote control.
No, I'm talking about the fake salmon fillet.
Oh, what the fuck? I'm talking robotic fish. You talking about the fake fish you eat?
Nah, in China they can make fake salmon, they can make fake lettuce.
Oh yeah, nah.
Yeah.
Oh hell no. So what are we doing?
What's it made out of?
Yeah, what are we
What's the point in faking fish? Like that I heard on another very informed young woman's podcast about making baby styles.
Baby sex dolls. Don't even say it. Let's not go there, Jack. Let's not go there.
You know what? That's what I said when I heard it. I was equally as but let's get there.
Here we go. So baby sex doll.
Yeah, number one, the sex style thing, it's a personal choice, but it does scream to psychological issues.
Yeah, it does.
Let's just be honest, it's necrophilia.
Screams a good costume.
It's necrophilia. Because I don't care how perfect those titties are.
Right.
You having all your intimate moments with this inanimate object that will never argue with you and will put out on demand. And she'll take it rough. Nobody will say anything, no cases, no charges, Yeah, no nothing. Like, so I was told by another very informed young woman who happens to work with RealLyfe that they're making children's versions of these now for the pedos.
Black market?
Didn't know.
Oh,
He is
this is a problem. This is. But if
I'm gonna tell you this right
it
now.
stops the pedos from.
What? But wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Let's wait a second. Let's look at this now. I said that it makes sense that they using it as like a legal, like a sting to like catch perverts. You know what I'm saying? That would kind of make sense, even though it's still creepy. But at least you're using it, to do some good.
You're saying a child doll in the back of Target?
That is meant to be touched in a sexual manner at all.
As soon as you grab that motherfucker, 20 niggas.
Now the thing is,
Guns drawn.
what if the manufacturer is in Tennessee? Do they kill the owner of the company?
It goes back. That's what you call a callback.
Hey! I want to know, how does that work in Tennessee? Because I'm sure now that they're threatening to kill them for touching real people, these dolls is going, they're probably going to be that's going to be a high seller this Christmas. in Tennessee. For the the please touch me doll. Like the fuck you mean?
My buddy. My buddy. Hey, all right, real quick, yeah. Before we get out of here, I have to get your take on this. Real quick, because Father's Day just passed.
Yeah.
And Diddy did post a picture with all his kids. And dude, should they look at the sins of the father? Should the children look at the sins of the father? Or should they be like, that's just Danny?
Well, I mean, the thing is, half of them indicted now too. So, you know, did they take that picture because they wanted to? Or did the diddler say, if you don't get in this motherfucking picture, I swear to God, I'm dropping dime on all of y'all. I'm sending all of y'all tapes in tomorrow. You know, like, I see that as an option.
Oh, man. I hear you.
I mean, King Cohen running around, you know, dropping down, dry snitching on himself, his dad. Jaden finally talking about the tunnels. You know, they might want to look.
Oh, so Jack, with that being said, for you yourself, we want to make sure we promote what you have going on. You know, now that you're moving around, and again, it seems like your name is bigger than ever now. People are now just discovering your singing ability now, so they're looking for music now. Of course, they want to hear the truth, and then everything about you is about to elevate. Can you speak on what's happening next? I know we always ask this question. What's going on? What's coming up?
There's so much that I want to talk about, but I can't really talk about it right now. What I can say is that RealJag.com, we're really looking forward, but see, there's some things that are going on, and we've kind of,
Don't let that back in.
we gotta talk over dinner.
We're about to
But Odell and I have decided to collaborate completely on all things. And to in some way merge our companies and push forward. We've gotten some really interesting offers for collaborations in business. But what if we just said, fuck everybody and did it ourselves? On our own. Our way. No compromise. I don't know. There's a lot to tell you guys. There's a lot.
Let's definitely chop it up. The future is definitely, let's
But
say,
what I can guarantee you is this. It'll be hard to miss us.
That's what it is, man. Well, we got to hear just stopping through on our way to greatness, man. Jaguar Wright, we got to say it. You are a real life street star. Hey, let go.
Hey!
Shout out real street stars, nigga. Move. Hey.